Alright. It has been some time, hasn't it? Another week has passed. God, I'm getting bad at this right now. Anyway, I'm your host for Part 39. Today I'll be streaming Arcanum of Steamworks and Magick Obscura. So, that's what we're going off of right now, and, I got a goal now, and is to get the master, persuasion proficiency. But that requires me to do the most heinous thing I must do in this game. Befriend a gnome. Fetid little creatures, aren't they? Even now in this playthrough, they bedevil me, don't they? But nevertheless, if I am to thrive in a world where magic and steamwork is prevalent, then I must rely on my sharp wits alone. And despite everything, those crafty half-men that are just frolicking around, they have what I need most. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing right now. I need to befriend a gnome, of all things. Alrighty, so let's get started. One moment. Alrighty, so you're probably wondering what I've been doing on my off time. Well, it's simple, I've been playing other games. That's really about it, to be honest. Okay. So yeah, I've just been playing other games, and really that's about it. So right now, let me see. What was it I need to go do? I need to go to Tarrant, and then afterwards find a gnome that's gonna teach me. Let's see, and I need to do a quest for him if I'm not mistaken. So, let me see here. See here. Persuasion Arcanum. Alrighty, let's see here. In order to become a master, I must go to Kaladin. Alrighty. So, Kaladin, huh? Alrighty, out to Kaladin, I guess. Where am I? I think I'm somewhere else right now. So I got a dog, a dwarf, a half ogre, and a guy that's just really happy to be here. Let's see, I am in Durnholm. So what do I go to? Ugh, boy. Oh, okay, I see. So I gotta go to Tarrant, and then afterwards... Yeah, so I gotta go to Tarrant. So go to Tarrant, and then just... find them? Let's see... So either I could go to Kaladin and fucking... Ugh. So I could either go to Kaladin straight out and then just take it from there, or I could do something else. Yes. Okay, I see. So, it is Tarrant. What the fuck? Why is it just called Kaladin then on the wiki? God, that is fucking useless to me. Alright, so we go to Tarant, and then afterwards we go to Kaladin in Tarant. Surely nothing shall go array. Now will it? Alright. I'd sooner trust me throwing a gnome than I would trust a gnome, but in order for me to truly take advantage of this run, I'm gonna need to actually take on this undertaking. So I've been playing other games, and it's been pretty interesting, I'll say. But yeah, it's been pretty interesting, I'll say. Just playing other games. I just got around to playing Claire Obscure not too long ago. I'm gonna make this joke again, because... I'm gonna make this joke again, because I said it once before. Probably off stream. I made the joke of, who's Claire and why is she obscured? I'll live and die by that joke if I gotta, because it's funny to me. Alright, let's see here. So currently I am level 9. And the only thing that's maxed out is my is my persuasion. So if anything, this is probably the perfect time to actually learn persuasion. Just so that way I could get more people under my belt. In which currently, technically speaking, I'm at 3 companions. But yeah, I'm at like 3 companions. The dog doesn't count as a companion, technically. Alright, let me see. Let's see. After the living one speaks with yada yada yada. 19 Pickwick Alley. Alright, 19 Pickwick Alley, huh? Let's see, where's Pickwick? It's probably gonna be one of the more ritzy upstate, or you know, I mean, uptown places or something. Let's see. Oh, boy. Vermilion Road. Let's see. This is University Court, so... Where the hell am I supposed to find Pickwick? See. Ugh, jeez. I was just playing another CRPG before. I already miss using WASD to move my camera around, but because it's not a three-dimensional game, instead it's like a different sort of perspective game. I can't fucking use WASD for this. Ugh. So I was thinking about Fallout not so long ago. I was thinking about what would the next Fallout game be. People's always got their ideas out and about as to what the next Fallout game should be like. And, you know, to each their own, you know. Some have fairly good ideas, others not so much, as the Frontier has demonstrated as such. Alright, but yeah, I was thinking about, I guess, my idea what the next Fallout game could be like. Because I was just thinking about it and figured, why not talk about it next time I'm streaming, and here I am streaming. So the idea would be for the next Fallout game to be more or less the equivalent of just playing like Monster Hunter Wilds or something like that. Not so much as like, you know, actual monster hunting. More particularly, you'd pretty much playing a character, researching and understanding the ecology of, you know, the ecology of the wasteland, and it would range from being a range from, you know, fairly banal things like, you know, new strains of, you know, food and fruits, like, you know, how there's like mute fruit and tates and all that jazz, right? So I would imagine there would be a good chance to like maybe, you know, make some new stuff for Fallout, and maybe like make new fruits, vegetables and such, like, I don't know, corntato or something like that, or fuck. What's going on? Guys good? The fuck happened, dude? Anyway, yeah. Alright, but yeah, so it would pretty much, you know, be you playing a character that's like associated with like a group and such, and you would be researchers, explorers, or, you know, in some cases maybe mercenaries, or, you know, gun for hire, because sometimes, you know, as much as you want to be the scholarly type, you need to do dirty work for you to do clean work, or something like that, you know? Things like that. That would be, that would kind of be interesting, I think. Alright, you know, I should probably find Gilbert Bates, actually, instead. Let me see, what am I gonna be... Let me see what I got to look off of. Benjamin Bates, but purchased for his son, Gilbert. Where am I supposed to... Let me see here. Am I missing something? Probably am, but still. I'm not going to be able to get to him until, like, way later. Alright, you know what? Let's do the main quest first, then, I guess. where do I go from here, I guess? That's the better question. I still got that quest that to do for what was it? That ghost. So yeah, the next Fallout game in my mind would just be a game of like legit exploration. You're pretty much observing and somewhat interfering and, you know, taking part in a game that would revolve around you exploring a new part of the wasteland. I mean, everybody knows about the West Coast, the East Coast, but there's not much known about, like, I don't know, Midwest or even, you know, down south. Or hell, even close north to the Canadian border, which, if I'm not mistaken, Fallout is technically part of the US now, because it was annexed. But yeah, that would be interesting. Hell, you could actually introduce like certain other elements too, like for example, there's like the return of the Scorch Beast, although admittedly, the Scorch Beast from Fallout 76 probably wouldn't be the Scorch Beast that I'm thinking of. Because I'm just thinking of, like, the idea of the Scorch Beast where it's like this giant lizardy creature that's kind of sort of like the Deathclaw. So instead of it being like a Scorch Beast, it's instead going to be like I suppose the best way to describe it would be best described as like a Horned Beast instead. But yeah, probably, that's my idea to some degree or another. No, hey. I'm happy to meet your acquaintance. Pray tell, who are you? I am Arabla. And you are? Aeon. Well, Aeon, what brings you to my humble farm? I was sent here by Barago's spirit. He's dead already? How sad. They sent you to finish what he did not? Already? Finish? He started? What are you talking about? I'm surprised his path ended so soon after he shattered mine. After I'd offered him food and drink, he and his friend Farkas, I believe his name was, ransacked my home for whatever he could find. And they finally found one object of value sacred and holy. They killed my family and left me for dead as well. So you cursed them. I retired from priesthood some years ago, but all I could think of in my pain and grief, their soul will never leave this plane of existence. And the curse of madness that caused Farkas to kill Barago? No, that was the curse of greed. That was the curse of greed. If I had to guess, Farkas decided he didn't want to share his ill-gotten gains with anyone. Despicable people. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you for your kind words, but there is something else. I need to recover the artifact they stole. It is very important to me. I need to pray to my god effectively. Did Barago give anything, say, or give any clue where it might be? No, he did not. I know it is none of your affair, but would you assist me in locating what is rightfully mine? It's the least I could do. Any idea where I should start? Excellent! Perhaps our friend, the late Mr. Barago, would have information he can impart on you regarding the location of my sacred possession. I appreciate your kindness, though I regret I have nothing to give you for your help. I'll return when I retrieve your property, sir. So yeah, as I was saying. So yeah, I'm just thinking, maybe like have the idea of the Scorch Beast return. Albeit, again, it's not going to be the Scorch Beast, but the idea of like this giant lizardy winged thing that's kind of sort of like a dragon makes a return, not scorched or spreading a viral thing, but instead is now a new form of ecology that the player can interact with? I begged you. The pain! I need to talk to your friend that killed you. So you spoke to Abla instead of killing him. Bravo, my friend. I applaud you. Tell me where Farkas is. Why should I tell you? I'll still be here for eternity. I convinced Arbala to release you if you help me. You would, wouldn't you? If there's any one thing about you noble types, you'll do the right thing, even if it kills you. Very well. Release me from this pain. Farkas is here. Thank you for the information. Please. Where is... Alright. Trying to think, what would the story of this theoretical fallout be if I'm thinking myself about it right now? I guess it would be that maybe it'd probably be something along the lines of how humans will probably never change that much, albeit they'll more so adapt to the circumstances. Instead of trying to rebuild the old world and create civilizations that are in light or in the same vein of that, like how NCR did, or how the Enclave probably would have done it if they weren't going to be a death cult. Let me think. That in the Wasteland, it's pretty much now a new frontier and a new world. And that instead of trying to, like, restore the old, it should just be accepting the new. And trying to make something new from the ashes, somewhat. Just have, like, the ending slide showcase, like, or have, like, a bit of a premonition of the future. Just showcasing, like, things that are to come because of what you did. Whether for ill or for better. Yeah, whether for ill or for better, you pretty much have changed the way the Wasteland is now. In some small but cascading way that becomes and snowballs into something bigger. Settlements grow big, and instead of, tribes, now it's like feudal lords or something like that. Let me see. Alright, let me see here. Oh, okay. Alright, but yeah. Just like have like the story like sort of in the end like have like a snowball effect where like your small act has resulted in it becoming like a snowball effect, and across the wasteland a new world order. It snowballed into a sort of new world order that stemmed from you like offering something pragmatic or something like that. I don't know. Give me a sec. I'm trying to. I don't know what you're talking about. Alrighty, yeah. Wow, this guy is broke as shit. Worst assassin ever. Let's stand here and laugh at him. Ha, you're poor. What? I'm busy. Leave me be. I must have not heard you correctly. I must have mistook you. I don't know. It's for someone else. I must be afraid. Forgive me. I've come to warn you of a curse that has been placed on you. What are you talking about? Curse? Arbala cursed you and Bergo. Your spirit is trapped here. The damn priest! Must have been what I heard. What I heard was I was running from the cave. Bergo's ghost. Give me the artifact and Arbala will remove the curse. Here. Please, bring it back to him quickly. Thank you. Good day now. I wonder what the companions would kind of be like a little bit in this proposed scenario. Where would it take place? There's a few places it could take place in, if I'm being honest, but all the same. Let me think. Thank you. Jeez, my ancestors are still upon you. Oh my goodness, I got a blessing. I don't know what that blessing is though. Reaction modifier. Ah, here it is. The one skill I need. Harm. 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 They're gonna ask, Sir, do you know magic? I only know one spell. Oh yeah, sir, what spell is that? Harm! 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 Let's see here. Okay, where do I go from here for Gilbert Bates? Who do I ask to progress the quest? Because I could probably theoretically ask anybody. So I found out about the ring right now. Got the information from... Yep. Oh, It's all the way out in fucking Tehran. That's why. I fucking walked by it like a dozen times. How the fuck did that not click with me? God, I'm fucking idiot. Alright, so anyway. Yeah, what would, really, what would it be, this... What would the next Fallout game be? I do kind of sort of hope it takes after Starfield a little bit, in the sense of it being more optimistic and uplifting, despite it being a post-apocalyptic game. I feel like the problem with both Bethesda and the community is that the game is stuck in a perpetual loop where it needs to be a post-apocalyptic game. There's no... I feel like Bethesda do want to try and kind of make a Fallout game where it is going to be, you know, full-on, properly, you know, a civilization, so to speak, a little bit. But how far would be too far in terms of how the civilization element of that go, you know? It's like, if you make it too civilized, well, what makes it any different from just being in, like, I don't know, Australia? You know, it's like, sure, you know, all this civilized land is cool and all, but it's also just not fun to go through if it's too domesticated. I mean, if every place you go to is really well fortified, like a full-on feudal town, what's the point of having raiders? I mean, sure, you know, you could always do the route of Fallout New Vegas, where they have, like, the jackals, the fiends, and all that jazz with, like, all these, like, raider clans, but I don't know, that seems like a bit of a cop-out. I mean, sure, organized bands of raiders is one thing, but having tribes and such just doesn't seem, at least totally right for the particular Fallout setting I'm thinking about, where it's kind of sort of like legit wildlands, you know? I don't know, I have to imagine the next Fallout game is gonna have to take place somewhere very, like, diverse in terms of biogeographical location. Whose house might this be? Gilbert Bates, the industrialist, lives here. I have a matter of utmost importance to discuss with Mr. Bates. And what will that matter be pertaining to? I have a ring that used to belong to Mr. Bates. You and every other assassin or lunatic who's come along here. Move along. Mr. Bates will be extremely upset when he hears this. I think there's a far greater idea of Mr. Bates would be upset about what you do, miscreants. I think he'd be upset of you speaking of an old friend this way. What do you mean, old friend? I loaned him a large sum of money 25 years ago. Mr. Bates was a child prodigy and immeasurably rich by the time he was 17 years old. Perhaps you will learn more your subject before fabricating stories, huh? Are you an expert on his financial dealings? Does he know this? No, never tried to imply I knew everything about his life. Obviously not. Old Bates owes everything to me. You obviously know nothing about Mr. Bates, old friend. Let's see. Let me see if I could try and bypass this. At this point, it's literally... Let me see. If you are a friend, you would have telegraphed ahead to Mr. Bates. Notify. I'll telegraph him about your rudeness. Oh, that's not necessary, sir. I need an explanation or something. Convince you to get... I've had enough of this. Bring me to him, and he'll settle it. Pardon my detaining, sir. You, sir, are... It's obvious from your attitude you're telling the truth. You can understand how we need to be sure about these things. Please go on in. There we go. So I got it. Alright, so I had to bullshit my way through. Literally. Oh, I got 2. Yay, harm. Let me see. Yay, I got this now. I just know one spell, and I know one thing. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Quite so. I'd like to ask you about this ring. Gnome gave it to me as he lay dying. Of course. Never seen a skinny, beardless dwarf. Scar over his left eye. Who's Stenner? Why would a dwarf shave his beard? He said he had escaped to warn us about the evil? He didn't say. I was hoping you would know what that means. He referred to you as a boy. Why would he do that? How'd you come to betray him? I'm listening. How's your conversation with Bill Gates going? Well, he's an old man rambling on, so as well as you could expect. Oh my god, while this shit's going on, the fucking guards are just clamoring on. Did he tell you how you stole the secrets of Apple to make windows? Sounds about right. But why did he send me here with your ring? Oh, man. Who would have thought that it was Jeevan Sobs that rejected Gilbert Bates? Oh, what a... I'm crying right now. Oh, just don't mind the fact that I'm using coins to dry my tears. Virgil here thinks there's something to do with his religion. So, what is it to be done now? I'd like to ask some further questions before I commit myself. You didn't actually invent the steam engine? What do you think would happen when you sold the engine? It must be unsettling to go so much for praise for the steam engine. Why they need to impress the dwarves, even after they rejected you?
You don't understand, Hans. I was orphaned at a young age. Dwarves represent everything I wanted my family to be. A tight-knit clan. Respect I had for them proves what they wanted to be. Instead, come to youth, I thought intelligence equaled compassion. I needed to belong to find that I had some worth.
You were orphaned. What happened?
My mother died bringing me into this world. I believe my father died then as well, although he continued to exist in the world for some 8 more years. I stand living no longer. It took us a life.
But abandoning you like that.
We left to be decently provided for. And with his grasp on reality becoming more tenuous each day, I felt I would be safer in the care of others. The last thing he did in this life was to give me that whip.
Then you gave the Stenner.
This is how much his friendship meant to me. I was devastated when he disappeared from the rest of the clan. I believe I felt more deserted and alone then than did when my father chose.
Indulge me one more question.
Do you wish to ask me?
What's your business?
Well, as you know, I am the foremost manufacturer of steam engines in Arcanum, virtually without competition. I am working on a prototype for a smaller, more efficient engine right now, Senator White. Yes, this is another technology like others.
How have you devastated your competition so?
It is not much of an accomplishment to hold Cedric Abbey as a chief competitor. Cedric always was a bit of a balancing fool. I really wish I could have convinced him to come after me.
Why, I mean, is he such an idiot?
Cedric and I were close friends when we were children. He was furious that I wouldn't introduce him to the dwarves. Can you imagine? I had a difficult enough time gaining their respect without his simple-mindedness. After I invented the steam engine, they began to spite me. I wish he was still my friends. Of course. What do you wish to ask of me?
I'll explore Black Mountain Clan mines for you.
Splendid. Here, if we mark your map with the location of the Black Mountain mines, I'm certain there must be some clues to be found here. Please, return as soon as you have found anything.
I'll return with the information you requested.
One more thing. I would like to purchase my ring back from you. Give me 200 coins. It would mean quite a bit to me. My father gave it to me before he died.
Certainly. Here.
Much obliged. I will speak with you when you return.
Farewell. Alrighty, excellent. So, we've met Gilbert Bates. Oh yeah. Alright. And now it's time for the real game to begin. Relatively speaking, I don't know. Alright. So, I'm level 10 now. Meaning I can now pick up that one guy that is, where is he? There it is. H.T. Parnell's. I've returned to ask you to join me again. Vote to secure your freedom. Would you join me? I'll try and negotiate on your behalf then. May I ask you some questions? I would like to negotiate the purchase of Guard, the so-called orc. I see. He's been like a son to me, you understand? Trying for me to part with him so close. I couldn't be letting him go for less than 3,000 coins. 3,000? That's a ridiculously high amount, sir. I will not part my dear Gar for a penny less. May I indulge upon to answer more questions? How about Gar the human? What are you saying, sir? I'm saying that Terranian law takes a dim view of human slavery. Gar may be human, but he's not a slave. I have a legally binding contract. I've treated him well in the years he's been employed. The truth has never gone in the way of a good newspaper story. You wouldn't dare! You must see how easily someone could ruin your reputation. You're not blackmailing me, but what can be done to protect myself from this slanderous attack? Could you take him with you? He's too much of a liability for me. I'll be glad to help you out. Oh, thank you. I must go now. I imagine procure your freedom, Gar. Okay, let's be on our way then. Ha! Nice. Oh yeah, man, look at this. I got a half ogre, a half orc, a fucking very enthusiastic human, a dwarf, and a dog. And me, a guy that can't hit shit. Cause I am fucking awful at everything but talking. Oh, this is so terrible. I love it. Alrighty. Now that we've got our retinue, follower, friends here, we need one more. We need a girl for this sausage fest. But I'm not gonna get a girl to like level, like, what was it, like, fucking 31? Oh, this is so great. Fucking persuasion. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. What can you do? Alrighty. Let's see. I am... What was it? Oh yeah, that's right. My reception's low because of my helmet. Hi. Got anything I could get my hands on? Let's see. Let's get my guys all dressed up nice. Wow, that's not exactly what I expected, but, you know... Yeah, here, get dressed. Let's see... Is he just gonna walk around half naked? Yeah. Just have Sogs just fucking wear a manservant suit the entire way. Yeah, I got 2 of those, so, you know, whatever. What can you do? Oh god, the game's decaying real time. Alright, so now that I got, like, a few people in my party now, and now that I could officially call this a party, I guess we'll do the main quest, because I can't get the Master Persuasion thing until I reach the Elven Queen. And I want to try and get I do want to try and get, like, maybe beauty up a bit. Mostly because the one female companion that's in this game, Raven, I think her name is, it requires not really a high beauty score, but just like bare minimum 10, but I do want to like boost that up in case I get like scarred or something. Alrighty, let's see here. Got the Forbidden Pits. Let's take shots at how bad the situation is going to be. Scar got knocked down. God, this is utter chaos. Oh my god.
Seriously hurt, sir. Please help me. What is it that you want from me?
The power of harm, everybody. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, no wonder fucking harm is so hilarious. No wonder harm is so fucking whatever. You just literally stand back, spam it to ever-living shit all the way from the back, and you just freaking whatever. God, that's fucking insane. Holy shit. Yeah, no, Jesus Christ, that's harm. God. If I get my willpower up, it's just gonna be that absurd. Seriously? I got melee. Who the fuck needs melee? I have harm. I know that if harm could scale up to be more powerful if I got magic, but odds are I'm probably not gonna do that, so I'm just gonna scale my willpower just so I could spam the ever-living shit out of it. After I get my beauty up to like maybe 14. I don't know. But yeah, no, shit. I'll probably want to get Constitution as well, but, you know, that's here nor there. So yeah. It's cool of me like leveling the shit out of like Force Lightning and KOTOR, I imagine. Albeit in KOTOR it's even more hilarious. Just because by the time I get to like a really high light side disposition and I just continuously power level fucking Force Lightning, it's just a non-issue. Just literally just like fucking like, oh, I'm out of Force Lightning. Siphon! I take your life force and your force. God, it's so fucking hilarious. God, I gotta play KOTOR again at some point. Jeez, that's something I should probably do at some point. Yeah, I really should actually find the time to upload my gameplay of KOTOR. I might just do the raw footage. I'm too fucking lazy to fucking edit it down right now. But yeah, I'm too lazy to edit it down right now, so it's just... yeah. Oh god, Arcanum crashed. Actually, this might actually be a good time to end things off on. I know it's like an hour stream, and I was aiming to go for like maybe an hour and 20. But it's getting late on my end, and I gotta actually work tomorrow. That's not me banging on my work, that's me actually pointing out what I gotta do. So, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this fairly short stream. I did want to get it out there. I'm gonna try and shoot for tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming again. But I would not hold my breath over it, just because of how chaotic everything is on my end. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I'll see you next one, that being tomorrow. If not then probably next week again. I really want to get through Arcanum. And this is just hilarious as to how fucking hilarious I'm going through this. This is supposed to be the stages of like how every Arcanum player has gone through. It's just like, wow, I don't have to do anything. I just sit back, let my party do everything for me. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you next one. That being...